Hey friends, hello, hello, happy Monday. Hope you all are doing well. Come on in, come in. And we are gonna do our April Christmas Club today. Almost all of it's painted except for what you're supposed to do with this block that I sent y'all. So when you come in, make sure you say hello. If you're watching the replay, make sure you say hello as well. And I believe my camera is a little crooked. It's probably more crooked, but that's okay. At least, hopefully you guys can see what is going on down here. Let me get on my page. There we go. All right. We might have to move you up just a hair more. I think that's too far, but oh, there we go. There we go. Hopefully you can see it all now. There we go. Whew. Okay, friends. So for those of you that purchase the Christmas Club, this is the one for April. So this kit is no longer available, but we will have one in May, and I think you're going to want to join. It's always a surprise, and it always at least has one ornament, and it always has three things. Sorry. So currently the price is $20 plus shipping. So if you're wanting to do it, make sure you grab next month's. And like I said, it's for somebody who really loves Christmas. And the projects that we have every month, you get a little, oh, I can't flip the camera. Oh, well. You get a little sheet that tells you what the kit looks like. So this is what they got this month. Last month they got Santa Claus, and so this month they got Mrs. Claus. So she stands, and then this is the ornament, and this is what we're going to be working on today live. So you always get this unless I forget to send it, but you should get this. And then this time they got a piece of printed like scrapbook paper that I printed with this cute design. And that's what's going to go on here. Now, you don't have to use that. If you don't want to, you could do something else. But it is there in case you want to. So I printed it on regular paper. I didn't use rice paper. Normally, I paint white under there, but I'm going to paint the whole thing except, you know, the back. And I wanted it to be this color. This is that iced coffee color from Folk Art. So that's what I'm doing today. So when y'all come on, make sure you say hello. And yes, even if you watch the replay, make sure you say hello. That way I know you came by. I'm trying to find a big enough brush here. Big enough brush that doesn't have too much water. Okay. So they got the block. So it came with the block. There is a smooth side and then a rough side. It depends on what you want. I forgot to get my Mod Podge, you guys. It depends on what you want it to look like. Sorry guys, I try to use the smooth side. I do sand all the edges, so hopefully you won't get like splinters, but you can always sand it, you know, once you get it as well. So I'm gonna do the sides first. You could put a little bobbin up here on the top. You could put a little handle. Anything that you want to make it super cute. I do have those wooden beads I could put on mine. I didn't even think about that. If you guys have wooden beads, those are super cute. So I might grab one of those before I'm done here. Depends on how it looks when we're done. You can do as little or as much as you want to your project. I'm just here to show you how to put it together and inspire you. So if you are somebody that loves Christmas year-round and you want to craft year-round Christmas, this would be a great box for you. If you know somebody who loves to craft, you could share this video with them, and you can also buy a box for them. So, you know, totally up to you. These would make great Christmas presents. If you have a crafter, and then you would totally be done with it. The only thing is that every month it's a surprise. So you don't know what comes in the box, but it will always be Christmas, and there'll always be at least 3 items. and one is always an ornament. Sometimes there's 2 ornaments in there. It just depends. Okay. So I'm just doing the sides here. Again, I'm using that iced coffee because I want the sides to look pretty. And now I'm going to dry it real quick and then we'll continue on because I don't want to get paint all over me. Some more out here. Y'all know wood sops up paint. Maybe. Maybe it will. There we go. Okay, let's do this side. That's dry. Okay. Just didn't want it to stick to my puppy pad. I'm just going to tap it in there. As you guys know, this is pine, and hubby cuts these. So sometimes, you know, there's always a rough edge or a rough side. We just always make sure that we get the premium pine and that we make sure it's straight because nobody wants to paint on, you know, something like this on wonky board because you need it to stand. Flip that and hold on to this side. This is the smooth side right here. Okay, just like that. Oh, y'all hear Miss Maggie? She's down there sneezing. You sneezing, Maggie? I don't know what she's doing. Oh, she found a bag to chew on. This cat loves to chew on plastic. She doesn't eat it, she just chews on it. Okay, let me dry this side. And then we will paint the top that we're gonna eventually put our graphic on. So if you are somebody that got the Christmas box, this is the tutorial. It'll also be on YouTube. This box is not currently available anymore. This was for April, but we will have another one that will be up on the website on May 1st. And again, it's always a surprise. So if you are somebody who likes to be surprised with a craft box and you love Christmas, then this box is definitely for you. Okay. Stay. Okay. I think that's good. All right. Let's do our last part, which is the top. So this side's real rough. So I'm going to do this side. And this will probably need 2 coats. We're putting scrapbook paper on it, but I want it to be a good coverage on there so you don't see the wood through. Normally I paint this white, but I want it to be brown on the sides because of the color of paper that we're putting on there. So, well, hi, Miss Veronica. How are you? Oh, today is Monday, isn't it? Oh, I keep hitting my bottle of water with my paintbrush. I hope you are having a great day. Oh, I don't know what happened. My computer's deleting comments. That's interesting. unless you deleted it. And that's okay, by the way. I don't trust Facebook deleting comments. It wouldn't surprise me at all, by the way. All right. There's that. Now I'm going to dry this, and then we're going to put one more coat on it. So that way I make sure when we put our scrapbook paper that came with it on there, that we don't see the wood through it. Bloop, bloop. Okay. Again, this is going to get covered up. If I send you scrapbook paper, you don't ever have to use it. It's just a bonus, something cute I put in there, something a little extra besides just the wood kit. And sometimes it's just the wood kit. So it's always different, but at least one of them is an ornament. At least every time. Okay, let me do this side. My ear's itching, y'all. Another symptom of menopause, apparently. Just gotta love it. You just gotta love it. All right. Whenever I paint like this, I always feel like Bob Ross. Okay. I do not paint like Bob Ross, but I feel like Bob Ross when I do that. I feel very Bob Rossy. All right, let me go ahead and dry this. And we'll let this sit. We'll do this one last. We'll put our other pieces together because everything else is painted. Sorry, guys. Everything else is painted. So it's a lot of pieces with these kits, and there's always 3 projects, and you guys can paint, you know how to paint. I just will tell you tips and all that kind of stuff, but this is what everybody got this month. So they got Mrs. Claus, and she stands, or you couldn't put her on a piece of wood or just lean her. They got a Mrs. Claus ornament, and then this is what we're making right here. A little shelf sitter. A little shelf sitter. All right. And I got all my pretties right here. I'm so organized today. You know what? I shouldn't be cocky because I probably forgot something. Okay, let's go ahead and hi, Barb. Hello, hello. Let's go ahead and let's do our ornament. If you got the Christmas box for March, then you have Mr. Claus. And now, if you got this one, you have Mrs. Claus. You have all the Clauses. I am going to use my ink. I don't remember if I did on Mr. Claus because I don't have that anymore. This always gets sold in my Whatnot sale, so this one will be in my Whatnot sale in March. No, in May. And so I don't remember, but if you want your chance at getting the one that's painted, then that's where you would go. Okay, there's that. And I really want to do her hair. So I painted her hair white, y'all, because I'm thinking like, you know, I don't know how old Mrs. Claus is by now. I'm thinking maybe, you know, a few hundred years old. So I would think, unless she goes to the salon, she's probably got silver or white hair. And dealing with all those reindeer, she has got to have white hair. I would. And oh, the elves. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. And then I'm just going to go over it a little bit because you guys know I don't like stark white. I did use white to paint, and I can tell you the colors. So this I did in celery green, which is by Americana. The red is deep burgundy by Americana. The flesh color that I used is Warm Beige by Americana. The white I used was Ivory by Folk Art. And then the brown that I used is the one, Honey Brown, that I always use for like my gingerbreads and stuff like that. So, all right, just like that. I'm not going to put it on there, but those are the colors. You, of course, can paint them any color that you wish. Well, hi, Miss Veronica, my friend. How are you? How are you? Okay, so let's build this. Again, lots of pieces, but very simple if you just lay them out the colors that you want. It also helps if you do it like with the sponge on the double-sided tape. If you use this glue, which is the glue I recommend, I love it. The little hole gets clogged because, you know, that's just life. Just save yourself. I have a safety pin. No, I have a paper clip, and I just stick it down in there, and then I wipe all that glue off so it doesn't like build up. And then I go on with my life. You all know that. Hope everyone's doing well today. I hope y'all had a blessed Resurrection Sunday. We went to church and then we came home and we just relaxed. That's what we did. Our kids are grown, so, and they live with us, so we were just all at home chilling. My son did work that day because he works at a grocery store, but everyone else had it off. I was gonna play a card game, but y'all, we just wanted to relax. It was like, we're just gonna relax. Okay. So that is how your frame goes on. Stinking cute, yes. I think it's stinking cute. All right. Then you're gonna wanna stack the next thing. This is the shirt. And there's little guides on there to show you where to put it. And this goes in there. And then once you get everything down, you can kind of like fiddle with it to make sure it's lined up. This glue does allow you to move things around, which you'll see me do right now. Oh, hey, I got that pretty good. Her head's only off just a little. Just a little. Move her body. Make sure it's all in line. Once it's in line, then I push it. Y'all, doesn't she look like a baby? I think she looks like a baby right there. Okay, so you're just layering. So that's what these pieces are. They're just layered. They're not hard, I promise you. I know some people do not like a lot of painting, and I completely understand that. But I promise you, you can do it. Okay, and these just go wind up just like this. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Veronica. Love that. Love, love that. It's a lot different from when the boys were younger, but beautiful day nonetheless. It was chilly though. Okay. So that's your first layer, okay? Then you're going to put her glasses on. I decided to paint them red like Sally Jessy Raphael, if y'all remember that. Now, that's a lot of glue, I'm just gonna say. So I usually take one of my sponges that I cut the ends off, and I kind of just dab around it. That way it doesn't really squish out and it just goes right on top. This glue does dry clear, so if it squishes out, it'll dry clear. And then she's got a teeny tiny nose, and I put way too much glue. Way too much glue, and it's gonna come shooting out there. It stormed. Yeah, I'm ready for warmer weather. It doesn't really matter what I'm ready for, because, you know, the Lord's going to do what he wants with the weather, but I'm ready for it. I truly, truly am. I told John I'm ready to be outside more, which will mess with my allergies, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Okay. Let me make sure her nose goes. Basically, it butts right up against those glasses. Okay. Then you're going to put, you have two of these. One goes on the top and one goes on the bottom. Somebody asked if they have to put these on. The answer is absolutely not. If you don't want these on there, then don't put them on there. Anything that I send you, if you're like, I don't like that, or I don't want to put that on there, you don't have to put it on it. Okay. Wait, here's her little button. Make sure I have enough glue. I did her button in green. I pretty much kept to the same colors with the whole set, which is usually what I do. And then you have some holly or berries, whatever, and you just put them on. I painted the whole thing green just because it was easier for me. You don't really see that green under there. I mean, you may see it a hair, but it's not that bad. I hear my cat in there. Maggie, what are you doing? Sounds like she's chewing on something in my bedroom, which I don't know what it would be. I seriously have no clue. '70s and '80s. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Okay. Now, this goes on her little hair. So it's kind of like her bun thing. I don't know what you call it. Like a, not a scrunchie, but you know, the thing that goes around your bun. Like a hair tie. Lord. And then the little berries. Now let me hold it up because I want to make sure it's on there straight. Y'all get to see the overhead. Well, hi, Maggie. What are you doing, pretty girl? What are you doing? Okay. And she is complete. She would be cute with some polka dots behind her. I don't know if I'm going to do polka dots or not, but she definitely would look cute, or splattered with like black or white. She would look really cute. So that's this ornament. And I am going to put jute string on it, but I'm going to wait until that dries. All right, here is our Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus. This is exactly how it goes on there. I decided to do my candy cane green and white because her outfit was red, but you could do it any color you wanted. And I'm just doing a little bit of inking my edges. And that heart, I'm going to ink the edges of the heart. The word cookie, I don't think I'm going to ink the edges. So basically it's the same way, except it's bigger. And this one stands. So it has the stand that goes on it, and I forgot to turn on my hot glue gun. So I don't know if, well, I'm going to do the stand because y'all need to see it, those of you that bought the kit. And if you did not buy a kit and you wish you had, well, you can get it next month, but it's going to be a totally different kit. Totally different kit. And I know people have asked, will this be available later? No. Parts of it will be, but not all of it, because I want those that get Christmas to, you know, that's the point of being in that club, is to be able to get it. So, okay, I think I'm good. I did not sand this. I usually do, but I'm not going to sand this one because I like how it looks. You guys know I'm a big advocate on sanding, but I thought she looked really cute not sanded. Okay, so here goes her head. Her cute little head. Once I get her on there and she's set, then I press her down. Okay. Next, I'm going to put on her collar here. And that just goes right up against her face. And again, once you do that, check your, because I can see right now, oh, my ears shifted just a little. So this glue will let you move stuff for a little bit, and then it won't. You'd have to pry it off of there and probably break it. Although I have pried stuff off before when I've glued it wrong. So far that's what she looks like. So far. Okay. Next, let's put, you know, let's not move that. Next, let's put on our ginger. Now, he doesn't have any frosting or anything on him. It's totally up to you if that's what you want to do. I'm not. I'm having it be very simple because that's what I like. But if you want, you can definitely, I shouldn't have put glue all right there, but that's okay. You could put all the little white squigglies on there, give them a face, all that. This right here is the hand. And I chose to make it just the color of him. Maybe like she has a mitt on or something, because like she's holding it. But you could do it any color. I just decided when I was painting it to do it that color. Oh, that's gonna squirt out. That's going to squirt out. Boop. There we go. Okay, I think this is probably dried a bit. So now we're gonna put her hair on and the base for her glasses that's gonna hold them. I tend to always put way too much glue, y'all, but that's okay. And again, it's just a layered piece. It goes right on top. Okay, make sure it's lined up. Then we're gonna put her glasses on. And we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna spread this out with one of my little sponges here, because when I lay it down, I don't want it to goop and go everywhere. I don't want it to goop. It might goop anyways, but just like that. Okay. Oops. she's looking mighty Sally Jesse Raphael, if you ask me. And if you don't know what that is, then, oh boy. I don't know if we have that young of people on here. But she was one of them talk show hosts in the 80s. She had red glasses. Oh, I thought I had my If y'all remember my little one that I use to, this isn't the one I use, but it'll work. It has like little rubber on the end, and it just takes off any excess glue really nice. Get yourself some of these from Hobby Lobby. Seriously. And then make sure you just wipe it on your hand and you can just take it off later. All right, just like that. Okay. I mean, look how stinking cute she's turning out. She's adorable. Okay. Now, let's do the word cookie. Cookies. Because apparently that's what she's making. I imagine she makes a lot for all those elves. If y'all have seen the movie Elf, apparently they just eat sugar all day. Lots and lots of sugar. So she must make a lot of cookies for them. That's my daughter-in-law, one of her favorite movies, Elf. Yes, she did. Yeah, we used to watch. I don't remember her show being like her and the gray-haired man, Donahue. I don't remember their like talk show being like Jerry Springer. Like, I think as time went on, it got like nuts. Now, I watched it right along with everybody else, but now I look back at it and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm sure half of it was fake. I'm sure. Although, you know, who knows. But I just remember now, you know, if I see it, I'm just like, I can't even believe I used to watch stuff like that. I really cannot, because there's no way I could sit and watch that stuff now. So I decided when I was painting to make the pocket red instead of a different color, because I didn't want to grab another color. I thought about doing brown. I wanted to stick to the same colors, but then I was like, you know what? We'll just make it red. It'll be super cute either way. So you have a little heart that goes in there, just like the heart on the gingerbread. Then you have this little lacy stuff. Then you have a little tiny gingerbread, and there's a heart on his chest. I literally just took a little tiny paintbrush and just went like the letter V. Again, you can get as detailed with these as you want. You guys have shared yours over time when you've gotten them, and a lot of you do a lot of detail, and I love that for y'all. I really do. I enjoy when you guys send me pictures of things that you make. I always say I'm going to post, and then I post, and not everybody posts something, and then I forget. It's one of those things. You crack up. I know. I know him. It's Santa. I know him. Yeah, that's my daughter-in-law's favorite movie. Christmas movie. She's so funny. I know him. His breakfast, you're just like, I'm like, oh my goodness. It almost makes me feel like, ugh, when I watch him eat that. All the syrup and the cereal and... It's Santa. It's Santa. And they're looking at him like, sure you know him. All right, then we're gonna put the 2 buttons on, and again, I did them green. I did them green, green, green. Make sure it's in the little thing right there. Let me make sure. Yep, okay. And then she has the band on here just like with the other one. And there's a little dip right here, or a little cutout, that little part right there. That's where it goes. So you line up the black part of that with it. Oh. And then it comes out on there. So you just line that up. And then I will pick this up because I can't see over top like y'all can. Okay, just like that. And then you have the berries, just like with the little one. Okay. And we will put the stand on her, but we're gonna let these dry a bit. But there she is. So if you bought last month's, Santa is the same size, the standing Santa. Okay. Now, where did I put that I just painted? Here it is. All right, so you also got a piece of wood like this. That is where your little rolling pin will go that says cookies. And then you also got a piece of scrapbook paper. So hopefully you did not throw this away. This is what you're going to use on here if you want to. If you don't, then you don't have to. It could go this way if you wanted to and have it off. But the intention of what I did this for was this way. So if you do it long way, well, I don't think, yeah. It would fit, but you would probably have some extra. So it's totally up to you how you do it, but this is how we're gonna do it, so. All right, this is just good old Mod Podge. Mod Podge. And I need another brush. This is a big old honking brush. I should have just grabbed the other one that I had, but that's okay. And we're gonna just take that Mod Podge out to the side. There's a Mod Podge booger right there. So that's lovely. Gotta love those Mod Podge boogers, I tell ya. I know some of you do the iron method. I do not have the patience to do that, but I also don't mind if mine's crinkly. But if you want to, you can definitely do the iron. Santa! It's Santa! I know him. Okay. Now, sorry guys, my nose. I think I want it that way. All right. So here's your paper. And it has a little coffee mug on it, or hot cocoa mug with a heart, a little gingerbread, some cinnamon sticks. So I thought it went pretty well with this, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. But again, you do not have to use this if you are like, I don't like that paper, or I don't want to use it, or I want to use it for something else, but I want to paint this. You can definitely do that. And we are going to dry this, but I think this paper is cute. It's Cute. And just so you guys know, I will not be live tomorrow. Hubby and I both have dentist appointments, and yeah, so we get to go get our teethies cleaned. How exciting. Isn't that exciting? I hate getting my teeth cleaned, but apparently it's necessary. Okay, I think we're good. I forgot to get my sanding block. I forgot. We're almost done. Except putting on the stand on that Mrs. Claus. Just like that. Super cute. And you can use this for a shelf sitter. Just put it up on your little shelf. Okay, I'm going to do the ink around the edge. And I'm going to do the ink on the little rolling pin. I decided to do it green so it would kind of match, you know, what we had already done with the other ones. So if you come to my Whatnot sale in May, this will be up for auction because I always auction off the Christmas stuff. So if you were the one that won it last time, you might want this one to go with it. All right. And then I'm just going to take this, and you guys know I like to just go over it a little so it's not stark white. We don't want it to be super white and everything else is, you know, grungy looking. Just like that. Hi, Mom. How are you? Okay, I'm going to go over the edge a little bit more. Because y'all know I like my grungy. And again, you could put a little bead up there. I have mine, but they're packed. So I might add a little bead up top. I don't have my hot glue gun anyways. And then this just goes on here with the little cookies. It's so cute. And then the word cookies. Now this is tiny, you guys, so you want to be careful with it. It could break. If it breaks, just glue it down and then paint over top of it and you won't even know. That's the thing about, laser pieces. I am good. I am good. Waiting for John to get off work because I don't know if we're going grocery shopping today or tomorrow because we're both off tomorrow. So I will not be live tomorrow, y'all. Oh, that's stinking cute. Look, how cute is that? And like I said, you could put a little bow. I think I'm going to add a little bead up here, one of the big ones. That way it'll look super cute as a shelf sitter, but I don't have it I don't have my hot glue gun plugged in. If you like beads on your ornaments, it would look really cute with the Mrs. Claus with the beads. But even if you use that on there, you still have a good piece of paper. You could use this extra little piece and do back there. That would have been cute. Well, I might have to make myself one. Okay. And just like that. That's way too much jute. You're trying to send my package today? Okay. Okay, dokie. Okay. So we have your little shelf sitter. I promise that says cookies. We have your ornament. And then we have your standing Mrs. Claus. All right, let me grab this. So you do not have to use the backer. You can 100% lean her on something. You could put wire and hang her. If you have a huge tree, she could be a cute ornament. You could attach her to a big piece of wood, totally up to you. I'm gonna put the backer on because that's what it comes with. And also, that way I can show you guys. Okay, so you wanna flip her over very gently, and hopefully everything has dried. There's some glue. Okay, you have a few pieces here. You're going to put it, however high up you put it is how far she's going to lean. So what I recommend doing is just, you don't want her leaning like this. So I'm going to probably put it right here by her head, but it goes up inside here. So wherever you put this, that's where it's gonna, that's where it's gonna go. So I'm gonna put it right there. So you're going to stack all three of these first. Like I said, if my hot glue gun was on, I would have did that, but I did not. And you're just stacking these on top of each other. You have 3 of them. Of course, I should have did this first before I did this, but you know, I was not thinking. You do want it straight, of course. Just like that. We're gonna let it sit for a minute. You do want to make sure it's on there straight or your lady's going to be crooked. So I'm going to hold this up and I'm going to look. And yes, it's straight. This is going to go in here. So that's how she's going to lean. Okay. Then your solid piece is what you put on top. And you only have to put it on here because the other part's open. So you're going to put it just like that. And again, you want to let this sit up really well before you even attempt to stand her up, but I'll kind of show you how it goes here in a couple seconds here. So this is what the back looks like, just like that. Yes, this was the kit already. So this was for April. So the next kit comes out in May. Okay. So I'm just going to show you because I want to let this dry. But your thin part goes up in there. And it's going to lean like that. So you just stick it in there. I don't want that to come apart. And it's gonna lean in there. I don't want it to mess up. And it's gonna stand just like that. I personally like it to just lean on a shelf, but if you want it to lean back, you just stick that in there. Depending on how far it goes up, it won't slip out, and then it goes just like that. But again, I personally like to just lean them up against the wall, but you know, not everybody does. So, all right, so here is the kit again. This was the one from, this one was already in April, so this one you can't buy anymore. The next one comes May 1st. It's always a surprise. It's always Christmas. It always comes with a 3 kits to make. And it's always the same theme. So like last month was Mr. Santa Claus. We've had snowman. We've had gingerbread. Next month, it's a surprise, but you always get 3 things. And then you get a piece of paper like this. So you get 3 things to paint, and at least one is always an ornament. Sometimes it'll be like 2 ornaments. So it always depends. So this is your Mrs. Claus that stands, okay? I'm gonna flip her over because I want that to dry. And then this month you got the little block that you can use as a shelf sitter if you do tiered trays, and it has cookies. And then you got the Mrs. Claus ornament. Super cute, huh? I love how it turned out. So if you got last month, you got Santa Claus. This month is Mrs. Claus. And it came with the paper. So every month the kit's always different, but it's always a theme. So it's always something. It's not like you're going to get a snowman, a Santa, and a gingerbread. It's always a theme of at least 3 things. The current price is $20 plus shipping. I don't know if that will always be the price, but for now, that's the price. You can order it on the 1st of the month through the 7th. After the 7th, it goes off the website, everything gets cut, and then it's mailed on the 11th. This past month, for April, we were able to do we were able to mail some on the 10th, and then the rest we mailed out on the 11th. So you can combine them, or you can purchase it with other kits as well, and they'll just all come in the same box. So, all right, friends, I'm going to hop off of here, but remember how cute these are. And again, if you want this set that I painted, it will be on my Whatnot auction. So make sure you sign up for that if you like Whatnot. If you don't, it's okay. You can always get a kit next month. And again, it's always a surprise. So I never tell what the kit is. So I've had people say, well, I don't want to order it. What if it's something I don't like? Well, most people wanted the surprise. And so that's what we do. So thanks, Mom. Thank you. All right, friends, I'm going to hop off of here and clean up my mess. Again, I will not be live tomorrow because hubby and I are getting our teeth cleaned. So yes, everybody have a blessed day. I love y'all, and I will see you live Wednesday. Bye, guys.